Will you see the movie? Wait, that wasn't as much as did you like the teaser? Will you see the movie? Thank you.
Thank you, I love you.
The Goonies. Same character, it's like Bran from the Goonies later.
You know, John Malkovich has got to be one of the great villains in cinema history. And you get to be his henchman?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Working with John Malkovich to begin with is already kind of scary. He's so amazing and just so sort of softly spoken yet so menacing. So I had my work cut out, but things really started to form together with Burke when I started to put on the costume, and makeup did such a good job with this sort of tattooed look. But I have to say, I channeled everything through Burke's bowler hat. That's where I got my inspiration. I kind of saw some clockwork orange elements there, and 1970s Riddler. Frank Gershon, yeah. So you know, I just tried to sort of really sort of have fun with it, and like you said, is definitely a box ticked being in a Western. And especially this kind of Western, because it has that sort of fantastical element to it, and it's sort of this homage to 1970s spaghetti Westerns. So it was great, and I almost got to kill Megan, which I should have really killed her, I think. They wouldn't let me. Oh, come on!
You beat her up.
I beat her around a little bit, I suppose.
No, Jimmy, I was just going to say, I love mixing genres, and you really went all out here. I'm just curious how you decided to go. I mean, were you getting any pressure to keep it a straight Western?
I don't know if we got pressure to keep it a straight Western, but one of the things we kind of all agreed upon in the beginning was that, you know, the spaghetti Westerns were a great jumping off point. We loved a lot of the subject matter and the tone and the way those pictures were put together, as, like Josh said, the weight, but pacing-wise and with the type of action we wanted to do, we wanted to blend in some other elements. So we made kind of an action picture inside a spaghetti Western. I mean, we borrowed other elements. There's some supernatural elements. There's no voodoo practitioner. There's no army of the undead, as has been
None of
that's involved in the movie at all. I don't know where that came from, but you know, there's some supernatural elements. But it's a Western action picture essentially.
Can't wait. We got any questions over there? Well, come on.
Is that good? All right. So, as a director and also as actors, what exactly did you find was the most difficult part in making this project?
New Orleans.
New Orleans was tough, dude.
Yeah, just to get the crew on the set was tough.
Getting the crew on set was very difficult.
New Orleans is fucking gnarly, man.
It's very fucking gnarly.
It's the whole movie was very tough to make, you know, from beginning to end. You don't have a model for this movie. It's a different type of movie. It came out of my mouth, I don't know why, but I said it was a phantasmagoria of insanity. You know, and I think that pretty much depicts what our experience was. You know, we didn't have a ton of money to do it. It's a movie that looks like, at least from, you know, the teasers, from looking at the teaser, like a $70 million film. I think it looks pretty amazing, and yet we had less than half that to do it. So we had to, you know, Robert Rodriguez is amazing at this, and when you don't have a lot of money, you have to get very creative. And you have to do a lot of things on a practical level, and that's what we resorted to. And with the actors, this wasn't a big paycheck by any means. So the actors who did it, it was truly for the love of insanity.
Yeah,
you know,
and all the money's on screen.
And all the money's on screen. So, you know, there's a bizarreness, there's a circus element to this movie that Michael Shannon brings, that John Malkovich can't help but bring, and that the rest of us tried to catch up to. And I truly think it's a unique experience for us first, and then for the moviegoers once they go and see it. I don't think there's anything like it. I think if the audience embraces this movie, I think it will create a new trail for copycats and splinter movies after this. And I don't say that arrogantly, I say that with total humility, because who knows what's going to happen. But I like the teaser, so I have confidence, a newfound confidence. What? Let's see it again? I love that, man.
We can do that.
It's like 5 people went, yeah.
They work at Warner Brothers.
I know. Hey, you work at Warner Brothers?
Yeah, it's a little bit.